Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. How are you all today? Good? So, today, as you all can see, we have some guests. Yeah, they are the students from ESSEC. Yeah, it's good to see you all here. We're going to go through our usual and get newcomers or those who are new to introduce themselves. So I'm going to start from my left. Let's see. Stephen, you have no Jack Stephen. Jack, right? Yeah, have you introduced before? Long time ago. You can introduce yourself again.
Hello, I'm Jack. I'm not so new student. I a new student in 2014, I think, when I was in NUS, still studying. And I finished my degree, and I went to London to do my master, and came back for a short holiday to listen to Dharma.
Good, welcome back. Okay, let's see. Have you introduced?
Hello, my name is Ingawati. You can call me Ing. I met here. I met Sherfu before at Chakra, and when I came here, I think 2 months or 4 months ago. I can't remember, but I'm really happy to be here, and I'm really happy for just now for the meditation, because I think this is one of my longest meditations since I don't know when.
Oh,
so
okay.
thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, who else is new? Okay, next. Hey, hello. Next to you. Yes. Oh, you've been here before, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, those behind you. How about the few of you have not introduced, right? Yeah, tell us your name, those.
Hello, my name is Fanny. I'm a student at ESSEC just for 3 months. First time participating in the meditation, and it's a really nice moment.
Okay, welcome.
Hello, my name is Jen. I'm also here in Singapore for 3 months at ESSEC, and it's actually the second time I participate in a meditation, and last time was like 10 or 15 years ago, so I'm happy to do it again.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Amandine. I'm French as well, and in ESSEC for 3 months. And this is like the second time as well. I tried once, but I was really bad, so I hope you can help me to meditate.
Okay. Welcome. Okay, let's see. Behind the rest are all season parking holders. Okay, now to my right, front row. Yes, bonjour. Come. He's been waiting.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Antoine. I'm a student at ESSEC too, and I would like to try meditation a second time. I tried it last year in Laos, and I enjoyed it, so I'd like to know it again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello, my name is Lena. I'm also part of the ESSEC group. This is the very first time I'm meditating, and I've been willing to do this since a long time, so I'm really happy to do it today.
Good. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Mathilde. Same, I'm ESSEC student, and that's the first time that I meditate.
Good. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Chloe, and it's the first time I meditate.
Hello everyone, my name is Leo, and I'm really thankful for being here today, and this is the first time I meditate.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Who else is here for the first time? Have you introduced before? You have, right? Have you? No?
Hi, I'm Gibson. Yeah, this is my first time here.
First time here. Yes. How do you get to know about this group?
From your Facebook page.
Ah, okay. Welcome, welcome. Okay, anybody else who is new? I think there's a lady behind who is probably, or maybe with different specs. Okay, who has not introduced? Yeah, pass the mic down.
Hi everyone, I'm Ewan. Yeah, this is my first time here as well.
Yeah. And how do you get to know about the group?
I actually attended the SGC at the Guangshan previously.
Ah.
Yeah, so I was in the WhatsApp group.
I
so
see.
I finally made my way here.
Ah.
Thank you.
Okay,
my
good.
friend Ziling
Uh-huh.
and my mom is here also
Oh,
today for the first time.
Where's Ziling? Ah, okay, you escaped. Okay, welcome, welcome. Okay. Sorry? Wei Yan hasn't introduced? Oh yeah, has Wei Yan introduced? Have you introduced? You have not. It has appeared that you have not introduced. Yeah.
I think I've introduced before.
Have lah, have lah.
Myself at the CTV3 zone, SGC3.
Ah, okay, okay. Well, welcome nonetheless. Welcome everyone. Yeah, so a warm welcome to the SX students. Some of you, I think there are at least maybe 3 groups of you. Let me see. Who, you guys just met me on the 23rd, right? Is it 23rd? 23rd? Yeah. Who was over in the Buddha Tooth Relic on the 3rd? Yeah. So 3rd is one batch. Then 23rd morning. Yeah. Anyone from 23rd afternoon? Okay, no. So different groups. Yeah, there are different groups. So welcome, welcome. So every Sunday we have this group cultivation. It's called SGC in the link that I sent you all. So we have short puja, the chanting that we did earlier. So and then we have a bit of sitting. Yeah. Then the rest of the session is actually on the other aspects of the teachings, the practices. So we have the Dharma sharing. Yeah. So a number of you have meditated before, yeah, and this is the second time. Yeah. So how is any difference between the first time and the second time?
Quite similar. We have to focus on our breath
Mm-hmm.
and to the present time
Mm.
and forget the past, the future, and all the thoughts we can have in our mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Think about nothing. Just the present time.
Yeah. So meditation, in a way, the technique is rather simple. Yeah, simple in the sense that there's nothing complicated to do. Yeah, but at the same time, maybe not so easy to do. Yeah, simple to do, but not necessarily easy. Yeah, so just starting off with observing the breath. Yeah, but as per the instructions given earlier, for those who are a bit more familiar with it, and the mind, you can sort of quieten the mind a bit more, then instead of just observing the breath, then you observe the changes in the breath. Yeah, the start of the in breath, the end of the in breath, then the start of the out breath, and the end of the out breath. And so from there, then you observe the inconstancy, yeah, the inconstancy of the breath itself. And from there, you start to observe not just the superficial aspect of the breath, yeah, not just the surface, but you observe also the underlying nature which is the inconstancy, the impermanence of the breath. Now, this impermanence is something that we can then extend to observe. Yeah. Not just in the breath, but also in other aspects, yeah. Including our thoughts, our mind, the bodily sensation, including our emotions, all the aspects of our existence. Yeah. You can maybe revisit this later. Okay? So for today, we're going to continue from the previous one. We started off with the first of the Noble Eightfold Path. Can you all recall? What is the... Yes, on right view. So today we're going to go into the next factor, right intention. Yeah. So some of you will recall in the class itself I mentioned about the Noble Eightfold Path. Did I? Did I cover that? Maybe not for you all. Which group were you in? The... Huh? Same, huh? Okay. So, then you all can have more information. What is today's date?
26.
26. Ah. Okay. Is it clear? Maybe the front light can be turned off. Because, is it clear enough? If it's clear enough, we can leave it on. You all have to tell them. Is the screen clear? Yeah. Can you all still see me?
Yes.
Can the video still see me? Can, okay. Okay, so Noble Eightfold Path. So we have right view, and then followed by right intent. Yeah. Right intent or right intention. In Chinese is 正智, or what we call 正思维. So, how many of you have learned about this in the Buddhism course? How many of you? Quite, okay, a handful of you. So, what are the three right intention? Huh? Who has attended those basic Buddhism classes before? Raise up high. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So what are the three right intention? Let's give them some pressure. Yeah, what is the first of the right intent? Harmlessness. Very good. Give her a round of applause. What else? Just now, a few of you raised your hand. Then, can you all remember? So, let me find a sutta to share with you all. Which are the one Let me see. Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. Hey, what happened? So, you'll be familiar with the there's this sutta called the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, which I've mentioned many times. So it's the first sutta, the first teaching ever given by the Buddha, and it outlines the framework, of the state of how we are in, and then also the path, And within this, the path itself, then is mentioned this Noble Eightfold Path, and intent is part of it. So there are three kinds of right intent. So we have harmlessness is one of them. Non-hatred. Harmlessness is sometimes written as non-ill will. And then renunciation. So these are the three. What is non-hatred and what is non-ill will? If you recall, this correlates to the opposite of hatred. And this is the opposite of ill will. And this is related to greed. So what's the difference between hatred and ill will? So in my class, I sometimes don't give the answer. And then I have to get them to give the answer. So, what is the answer? What is... How? The few of you who raised your hand just now? What is the... Which one is to harm? Ill will is to harm. Then hatred? So this is also known under the umbrella of aversion or anger. Ill will ill will is linked to hatred, but it's an extended state, extended state of aversion. So to begin with, we don't just jump in suddenly and have hatred, or suddenly have anger or have ill will. It starts off with aversion. Aversion towards what? What do we have aversion over?
Living and non-living. Living and non-living.
Living, we have aversion towards living things and non-living things. Such as, I want you all to just reflect over this. What are the things that we are averse towards? In other words, from the mildest dislike. What are the things that we have dislike over? Enemy. Wow. That escalated quite quickly. So for some of us, it is our enemies that we have aversion towards. What else? Yes? Things that we don't love. Don't know. Ah, okay. For example? For people who what? Ah, okay. So the dark, for example, yeah, we don't know what is in the dark, the unknown. So unknown brings about something. What is it about unknown that causes us to have fear or dislike? When we don't know about something, then it can go this way or that way. Yeah. It can be something good, it can be something bad. So that's an example. Yeah. The unknown brings about uncertainty. Yeah. So in fact, it's the uncertainty of the unknown that we have dislike. Yeah. So for example, if we have a box and you're told that in the box is either $1 million or $2 million. Yeah, so you're not you don't know which one is it. Do you have fear of it? Yeah. So because in this case you do not know, but you are quite certain because it's either this or that. Yeah. So there's still a bit of no. So the dark is something which you totally don't know what is going to be inside. Yeah. So that brings about uncertainty. Yeah. So what about anger? Anger or hatred? When is the last time you all got angry? Who got angry in the past 3 days? Wow, okay. How about the past 1 week? Those who raised their hand earlier must raise their hand also. Okay, so who has not, okay, maybe let's do it the other way around. Who has not gotten angry in the past 1 week? Oh, you guys are very, only 2%, 3. Very angry crowd here. So, wow, okay. No wonder you guys are here. How long were you angry in the past 1 week? Yeah. How long were you angry? How many of you were angry for, let's say, 1 to 3 minutes? How many of you were angry between 3 to 5 minutes? 5 to 10 minutes? 10 to 15 minutes? 15 minutes to half an hour? Angry for 15 minutes to half an hour? Okay? How many of you were angry for half an hour to an hour? So there may be different occasions for you to be angry, and maybe for this occasion just angry for 3 minutes. Then for that occasion angry for half an hour. Then how about between 1 to 2 hours? Angry for 1 to 2 hours. Wow. Okay. So like really angry for okay. How about 2 to 4 hours? Wow. We have a winner. 4 to 10 hours. 1 whole day. Oh, you cut your hair. I see. And you dye your hair.
I was angry for 1 whole day
because of the hair. Oh, I caught it. Spot on. Hey, but this is better than the last one. This is still better than the last one. Oh, well, okay lah. Well, okay. And you dye your hair also? Okay.
Also, my hair is very long, but I keep it my hair
But are you angry over your hair?
Yeah, come on, it's very thick.
She angry, you also angry.
It's very thick, what to do?
Who has been angry over something or someone for more than one day? More than one day? Quite? Every day. You sure or not? Cannot be what? On Sunday you are quite happy. You come for... you come here to release your anger. Wait, you come here to remove or to release? Come here. Both are. Okay. So how do you all feel when you are angry? When you all have anger, do you feel good? No. We don't feel good when we are angry, isn't it? Yeah. But strangely enough, once in a while we feel angry. We don't feel good. So do you plan to be angry? Like you wake up one day and you're like, today I'm going to be angry. We don't plan to be angry, but it happens. Yeah, it happens. So anger, very very interesting state. Yeah. We can be angry for different duration. We don't plan for it, but it happens. Yeah, and when it happens, we don't feel good. Yeah, we don't feel comfortable. So then, when you become angry, do you consciously decide to continue to be angry? Or are you able to decide to stop being angry? How many of you are able to, stop being angry when you want it? No? Sometimes? I think for most people, sometimes we can. Yeah? Sometimes we catch ourselves being angry about something and we can sort of, snap out of it. Either by changing our mindset or changing the activity. Yeah? Maybe we go and do something else. And by doing something else, yeah, like instead of looking at your hair, then maybe you go and do something else. I don't know. Go and cut your hair further. Yeah. So different people have different approach to facing or dealing with anger. Yeah. We'll come back to this in a short while. Okay. How about hatred? How many of you have ever experienced hatred before? No crime or shame. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hatred. What is hatred actually? What is hatred? Yeah. Not the Buddhist definition, but just as an English word or just as an emotion. Yeah. What does hatred mean? How does it mean? Extreme dislike. So we have extreme dislike. What else? Quack. She says extreme dislike. Then you? What is hatred? How about the rest? Very strong anger. Yeah, so they are all linked together, isn't it? Yeah. We could say that hatred is a very intense state of anger, yeah, towards somebody or something. Very deep and very intense. Yeah. What about grudge? What about grudge? What does it mean to bear a grudge? Yeah. Sorry? You can remember something. How about hatred? Does it mean that So what about the case of hatred? If you hate something, yeah, does it mean that if you hate and remember, then it's a grudge? If you hate but don't remember, then it's hate. So grudge, do we agree that grudge means to actually remember something? Yeah? To hold a grudge about somebody. Yeah. Grudge. Yeah. Grudge can bring about the wish to take revenge. Yeah. But grudge itself does not mean that there's definitely revenge. Yeah. When we say we hate something or we have hatred, it may be that moment that you have that feeling, yeah, of anger and intense anger, then you call it hatred arising. Yeah, but grudge is perhaps something that's more persistent, yeah, over time. That today you hate, tomorrow you still hate, the next day you still hate. Yeah? But for some matters, maybe when you think about it, then you are angry. Yeah? Or you have intense dislike. But you don't keep on thinking about it. But grudge is probably where it's always at the back of your mind, yeah? Ready to feel angry. Wow. Really? Wow. I'm not sure what to say now. I'm not sure whether to take you. Feel like killing. Okay.
Hatred is so great, then
Oh.
but no intention to kill.
Okay.
Just only say only.
Or say only. Just a matter of speech. Yeah. Okay. Phew. Wow. For a while I was like, okay, somebody call the cops. So we have all these kind of emotions. We have aversion, we have dislike, we have grudge, we have hatred, we have anger. Yeah. And if any of this were to be developed further, then it may develop to the point where you start to have ill will towards a person. Yeah. You start to have ill will. And when you start to have ill will, what does that mean? Yeah, you start to wish for that person to have something ill happen. Yeah, you start to hope that something not so good happen to that person. Yeah. So this is one notch higher. Yeah, beyond just disliking that person, if we allow that to nurse and fester, then it can develop further into something where we wish, yeah, like maybe to the hairdresser. No. Yeah. Then, has anybody ever felt ill will before? Yeah, where you hope that something bad happened to somebody. Don't. Oh, okay, you raised your hand already. Really, you felt that before? Okay. Anybody else? But we're not here to like, judge or to criticize. Yeah. But this is a very, what do you call that? This is part and parcel of human emotions. Yeah. We all go through life differently. Yeah, we have experienced different things in our life. So there may be certain circumstances that can trigger such emotions. Yeah. But when such emotions happen, yeah, when we start to have ill will again, do we feel good having ill will? Sometimes can be tricky, you know. You know, the same goes for anger. When we're angry about something, I want you all to try to recall the last time you're angry about something. Yeah. Human emotions is sometimes quite conflicted, rather complex. On one hand, it doesn't feel good, but on the other hand, sometimes it feels good to be angry, you know, because it is very ironically like a way for us to sort of get our justice, you know, yeah. So sometimes we do want to feel angry. I'm not saying it's right, yeah, or wrong. In Buddhism, it's not so much whether it's right or wrong, but more about what it does to us and others. Yeah. So, ill will, when we come to the point where we wish for others to come to harm. Again, not to justify it or to be judgmental about it, but rather to go and examine. When we have these states, yeah, when we have the wish for others to come to harm, yeah, what does that do to us? So at this point, we haven't harmed anybody, but we just wish for that person to come to harm. Yeah. At this point, are we in a happy state? Yeah. Are we in a happy state? Probably not. Yeah. We may think that we may want that person to be harmed, and if that person is harmed, what happened? Are we happy? But right, we should be happy, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah. So let's think through this. If we wish for that person to be harmed, and the person is harmed, maybe by us, maybe by somebody else, then we are getting what we want. Yeah? You have a wish. I wish that person is harmed. Now that's basically what evil is about. And if we succeed, yeah, if it turns out to be true, and if it happens, then we should be happy. Has anybody felt pleasure before? You felt pleasure before? How about the rest? So you're the only one. You felt pleasure when the person trip and fall or something?
No, it wasn't physical.
It wasn't physical. So what kind? Just share a bit.
Okay.
Mm.
It was a girl in my school
Uh-huh.
who, let's say, mentally harmed my best friend many times.
Oh.
And I felt she didn't deserve to stay in the school because she never studied. And I wanted her to be kicked out of the school, and she was.
Oh.
And so now I'm satisfied.
Wow. Wait. So let me get this straight. You have a good friend, and there was another girl who was always doing something to your friend.
She was mean to her.
Oh, so there was this girl who was mean to your friend,
Mm-hmm.
and so you felt.
So I feel hate towards her.
Okay.
And also another thing is I feel she doesn't deserve to be in the school because she never ever studies.
Ah.
Ever.
Okay.
And I was angry that we would both be in the school and I study and she doesn't, and then we would get the same diploma at the end.
Okay.
And I wish that she would be kicked out, and she was. So I feel sorry.
Okay. So you feel that if she managed to stay in the same school, then it is not just.
Yes.
Okay. And you feel that if she get kicked out, then it's just.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And let's take a look at this. Your friend that girl treated your friend badly.
Mm-hmm.
Many times.
Many times. Oh. Have you all been treated badly in school before? Who has been treated badly in school before? Wait, what school you all go to? Like, okay, how many of you have been like treated badly by your classmate or schoolmate in school before? Really? Like, how? Like, give some examples. No names, just the actions. Huh? Smackdown. Like in school, how many of them smack you? Or one-on-one? Piak, piak, piak. 2 or 3 of them. How many times did they smack you?
Last time I think I was in Sec 3.
Uh-huh. So they just whack. Okay. Who else? A lot of you raise your hand. What else?
I think this is due to jealous.
Jealousy?
Yeah. Jealousy, I feel that this is how I take. If they're jealous of me, I mean I can't do anything.
Okay.
Then, but maybe I have to correct my behavior, my speech.
Oh, but in your case, what kind of mistreatment did you receive?
You're out of the group, you're not welcome here.
In the class?
Yeah, in the group, in the class. Usually you will form a class, then they will say, no, you are not belong to class.
That you are not in a group?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a group for project work or?
Yeah.
Okay. But the class is like 30, 40 students, right?
Yeah, so will usually form to 4 groups, usually you form yourself 4 groups.
Okay.
Yeah, so usually you will try to form like, we are here, so try to say, oh,
Okay.
we are out,
Okay.
we don't need you or whatever, all the
Okay.
nasty words.
Oh.
But, I mean, I don't belong to this group, I can go another group.
Yeah, so do you manage to join some group?
Yeah. But
Okay.
that's how I take it.
So how do you take it?
Sometimes I feel hurt, then I think the other way that maybe they are jealous.
Okay.
So I have to adjust myself, my own feeling.
Okay.
To get myself happy.
Okay. So hold that thought first about adjustment. 1 or 2 more examples. How, like those of you who raise your hand again. Those of you who were mistreated in school. How about you?
Chair prank. They remove the chair and fall the chair.
Okay, chair pranks. Okay. Did it result in hatred in you? Okay. How many of you would feel frustrated if, let's say, you're about to like sit down and then someone pull your cushion away? A cushion not so bad, but if it's a chair, you would really fall down. Yeah. How many of you would feel maybe at least a bit of a shock that the chair is gone? Yeah. Beyond the shock, if you know that someone intentionally removed the chair, how many of you would feel frustrated at least? Yeah. So I think it's quite normal to feel at least shock and then a bit of frustration. Yeah.
Then you prank back.
Okay, full disclosure. In school, I was among those who would I was thinking like, I don't seem to recall any of this. Oh yeah, I was the one doing it. I'll tell you very honestly. I think it was in primary school and secondary school. Yeah, we would do stupid things like that. Like people walk along the aisle, right? You know, you have 2 tables side by side, and people will walk up to the front or something, and then you will just extend your leg. I don't know. People just do stupid things like that. And I will tell you, at least for me, it was really nothing personal. It was just like, okay, someone walked, just Yeah, but there were different phases of my school life, where there were some years where I would delight in doing that. Then there were some years that I don't do that. But it culminated in, I think maybe when I was in perhaps Sec 2. Sec 2, I think Sec 2, maybe not Sec 3, but at least Sec 2. Do you know staplers? Staplers? Yeah? Do you know that you can make staplers into a booby trap? Yeah, so if you take two staplers and then you twist them around, and then it becomes like a thing that sticks up. Yeah, and, so, and we'll make many of them, and then we'll put on the chair. Yeah. Now I'm saying this, and while I'm kind of like laughing, I'm not saying that I'll still do it. I don't do it anymore. I'm a reformed stapler, mind placer. Yeah, and I tell you how crazy I was. I did it during the exams. Yeah, I remember one incident during the exams. I actually did that. Yeah, and then I don't know whether it's a guy or a girl, but he sat out and said, "What is scream?" And the teacher came up, "What is going on?" And then I got called out. Like that was the exam.
How do they know it's you?
Huh?
How do they know it's you?
Well, I don't know why they know it's me. Yeah. But I guess everybody saw me putting it there. So yeah, we do crazy things when we are kids, Yeah. Now, and I don't say that it's right, okay? I'm not here to tell you that because I did it, so it's right. But in some cases, it is just some stupid thing that stupid kids do. But sometimes, not sometimes, it's not so funny when you're on the receiving end. Yeah, and that's a crucial thing. Yeah, not so funny when you're on the receiving end, isn't it? Yeah. Yes.
Especially when it came from the teaching team of the administration.
Oh, especially when it comes from the administrator.
Yeah, well, you said that sometimes it comes from stupid kids' ideas, but when it comes from adults,
the adults make that thing and
no, I mean
do something.
Hurt the students in some ways.
Oh.
Well, if they're adults, so they're supposed to think before acting.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then they don't have any excuses.
Right. Yeah. So think about it. Yeah. We all have gone through our school days, and some of us. Okay, let me just do a sanity check. Has any of you done anything stupid like me before? Okay, phew. For a while I thought I'm actually the only one, that all of you are the one who are on the receiving end. Yeah, okay, so we all have done our share. How many of you have never played a prank on anybody before? So, you have never played a prank on anybody before? Never in your life. Do you want to play a prank on somebody? Okay, so coming back. So sometimes it's the adults, sometimes it's fellow classmates, and sometimes it can be quite personal. Yeah. While in some cases it's nothing personal. What if it's very personal? Yeah. Then we may feel intense dislike, up to anger or even hatred. So up to the point where we have ill will, we hope that the person, something bad happened or something. Yeah. Yeah, students. Yeah. Would I qualify to be called a naughty student? Yeah, not really lah. but a bit lah. Yeah, I mean, no, I would gladly admit that, yeah, at some point in my school days I can be quite mischievous. Yeah, but fortunately in those days you're just known as being mischievous. Yeah, today you will be labeled differently. Or this is hyperactive. This is this, or you need to go and see the counselor. You need to go for medication. Yeah, in those days we just horse around the whole day, just doing crazy stuff. Yeah. So ill will. Yeah. But that girl got kicked out on her own accord. Did you participate in any?
No, I didn't.
No, okay.
No, nothing.
Okay.
She was kicked out because I thought she didn't deserve to stay in the school. Because she wouldn't study and her grades weren't enough.
Ah, okay. So she got kicked out eventually because her grades just didn't make it.
Yes.
Okay. And it so happened that you wished that she'd get kicked out.
Yes.
Okay. So it hasn't reached the point where you actively do something. Okay. Yes, yeah. So if Shifu is a kid now, yeah, it was quite a harrowing experience. Yeah, after I was called out, yeah, was I watching? Oh boy. Okay, ill will. So a few things about anger, ill will, and all this, and so on. So this is part of right intention. Yeah, to live our life without all this. But why should we live our life without all this? To begin with, while we occasionally feel hatred and sometimes ill will, yeah, and some of this may feel very justified, especially in certain cases where maybe there are some injustice that is done. So we may feel ill will or anger and so on, almost as a form of justification. We may feel justified to be angry. We may feel justified to wish for that person to come to harm. Yeah, we may even feel justified. Yeah. Consider this. I've shared before how sometimes students come to me for consult, and they will share with me in full detail whatever they have experienced. Yeah. And they will oftentimes make this statement that so and so was wrong, so and so did wrong, and they are right. Yeah. And that's why they are angry. On one hand, it means that their anger is justified because of the wrong that was done. But if you join the whole sentence, then it becomes quite interesting. They are wrong, I'm right, I'm angry. They are wrong, I'm right, I'm angry. I'm right, I'm angry. If we are right, why are we angry? Why should the one who is correct be angry, given that being angry doesn't make you feel good? Yeah. If I were to ask the blatant question, when you are having anger, are you happy or not happy? Of course you are not happy, isn't it? Yeah. So does it make sense that we should be the one to be angry, or rather we should be the one to be robbed of happiness when already something bad happened? Yeah. When there's injustice, that already something bad has happened. And then we further that by being angry when we are in the right. Yeah. So this morning we just went through part of a sutta where the gist of the sutta, the Buddha highlighted the difference between enlightened and unenlightened beings, experiencing different things in life. Yeah. When we experience pain, painful bodily feelings, how do we respond to it? When we experience pleasant bodily feelings, neither painful nor pleasant bodily feelings, and so on. Yeah. Sometimes in life, some things you can avoid, but some things if you are not able to avoid, but as a result of it, you experience some pain, and if you allow ourselves to then have anger, hatred, aversion, and hold it as a grudge, then what happens? Especially when it becomes a grudge. A grudge means that way after that incident, we continue to hold it in us, recall, and feel the same way. Yeah. Yeah. How do you say in French? Grudge. Le grudge. Yeah. Is it correct? Le grudge? Or le grudge? How to say grudge in? Huh? Hokyun. What? Hokyun?
Rancune.
Hokyun.
R-A-N-C-U-N-E.
R-A-N-C-U-N-E. C-U-N-E. Rokyun. Rokyun. Oh, Rokyun. 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 When I learned French 20 over years ago, I always feel like you got to feel like you're spitting something. Rokyun, rokyun, rokyun. Okay, and that's grudge in French. So if you have the rokyun, then it goes beyond the first wrong. Yeah, the first time something happened and you face injustice, you get wronged, you experience one harm, and then the next day, a week later, the event is over. Yeah, and maybe we think about it again, and if we think about it again and still feel the same way, then what happened? We feel injustice again. Yeah. The event may well be over, but we feel injustice again. Yeah. And then we nurse that. We feel hatred once more. Yeah. That's how a grudge is. Yeah. So think about it. Yeah. I'm not here to tell you that you should not have hatred. Yeah. Although in the teachings we say from right view, then we have right intention, and right intention is not to have hatred, not to have ill will, and then to have renunciation, towards our attachment and so on. But I'd rather not simply tell you not to have it, because who doesn't know that you shouldn't have hatred? All of us know. All of us know that. In fact, none of us want to have anger. We all agree, but somehow anger arises. No one would grow up, when you're 3 years old and your parents ask you, what do you want to do when you grow up? Mama, I want to grow up to be an angry girl. I want to grow up to have grudges. Yeah. No one ever does that, right? But somehow, if we're not careful, it happens. Yeah. So instead of just telling you, don't have grudges, don't have anger, it's perhaps important to examine why we have grudges. Yeah. Yes.
Because we don't accept to move on.
Because what?
We don't accept to move on and kind of let the person get away with what they've done.
So because we don't want to move on. Why don't we want to move on?
Because we feel we haven't had justice.
Yes. So because we want to have justice. So a question is, what price justice? This is a 1,000-word essay. Yeah. I've shared this account many times, but I will share it again for you all to hear about. I had this student. He was in his maybe mid-50s, by now maybe late 50s. I haven't caught up with him. I don't know what has happened to him. But he was working as a taxi driver. And there was one day, he got a booking. And it's a booking by an Amor girl. You know Amor? Do you know what is Amor? You are Amor. Okay. Amor is a Hokkien word. Yeah, it's a Chinese dialect. It's a phrase. Ang means red. Mo means hair. Ang mo means ginger. You know? Yeah, but we say Ang mo to all Westerners. All Westerners to us is Ang mo. Yeah. It's just an expression. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Not that are you considered ginger? No, Okay. Take it easy. I think maybe ginger is more sensitive than Ang mo. Yeah. It's red, right? Yeah. So no red. Okay. But yeah. But for Singaporeans, we don't care. Yeah. All Westerners we refer to all Westerners as this. Yeah.
How do you say it?
Ang mo. Ang mo. Yes. Say it louder. Huh? Yes. Ang mo. Yes. Correct. Yes. Yeah. So yes. Yeah, you are Ang mo. Yes. He's not. He's Olang. Well, I'm not racist, okay? I like to think I'm not racist, okay? But basically, you're black, right?
Yeah, half white, half light skin.
Okay, so not totally black. Hokkien, do we have in between? Okay, but anyway, let's not get carried away with this. Okay, but the story. Let's come back to the story. Okay. So there was this student. So there was this passenger who booked his cab. So when he arrived, the lady, actually it doesn't matter whether it's Ang mo or not, but it happened to be Ang mo. So the passenger flagged down another cab, and the bags were in the other cab. So when he arrived, he was a bit frustrated, like, hey, you booked my cab, why are you going into another cab? So he insisted that she should take his cab, which, yeah, is fair, right? You book my cab, you take my cab. Fair and square, isn't it? Say yes. Yes, okay. No, I mean, I think it is fair. Then the lady asked him to help to move the luggage. Yeah, which, if you ask me, do you think it's fair? It's okay, right? Whether the luggage is outside or in another car, if I'm going to take your car, then you move it for me. But he refused. Yeah. So there was some disagreement and so on and so forth. Anyway, finally, all the luggage is moved over, and then they went off. Yeah. I think after a few days, he received a complaint. Yeah. So the lady complained to the cab company. Yeah. So initially, when he arrived and he saw that that lady has gotten another cab, is that injustice? Yeah. Imagine if you are a cab driver. Someone booked your cab, you arrive, and then that passenger took another cab. Is that right? Not so right, huh? Yeah. I'm not so sure. But let's assume that he's not late. Yeah, let's assume that he's not late. So, is it okay if the lady take another cab? Not so right, right? So, for him to insist that the lady take his cab, that's fine. But he was not happy already, so he refused to help to move the luggage. If he had helped to move the luggage, I think that would be it. Yeah. But he refused, and then there was some argument. So the lady filed a complaint. Yeah. Is that fair? Is it okay for him to receive a complaint? How many of you that feel that it's not just? How many of you that feel that it's fair that the lady filed a complaint? Oh, okay. So even for this, we are not all unanimous. Yeah, some feel this way, some feel that way. What is interesting is, because of this, he called up the lady. Yeah. He actually called the lady up and then scolded her and things like that. Yeah. And told him and sort of like warned her and told her, don't complain and whatever. So I don't know the specific conversation, but he must have been quite blunt about it. So the lady filed a police report after that. Yeah, that he has threatened her, yeah, and called her on the phone. But right, the cabbie should not, even though the cabbie may have your number, the cabbie should not be calling the passenger, yeah, on a private level, because the only relation is a professional, passenger-cabbie relation. So in any case, this escalated to a police case, and then the police brought him in for investigation, and he was still not satisfied. Yeah, if he had just, apologized, that's probably it. But he refused to apologize, and next thing you know, he even questioned the police officer. Yeah, are you going to charge me or not? And you know what happened? Yeah, he got charged. Yeah. He must have watched too many Hollywood movies, in Hollywood movies, the police come and question you, then you ask them, am I currently being charged or not? Yeah, if I'm being charged, then charge me. If not, yeah, I want to go. So the police, what happened? Yeah, so anyway, it went further and further from a very simple thing. From a very simple thing of whether a passenger skip your fare or not. Yeah, skip your booking or not. Not even fare. He haven't even ferried her yet. Yeah. He wanted justice. So, because of his sense of justice, there's nothing wrong with justice, first and foremost. The question is, what is the price of justice? What is the price of justice? Yeah. Sometimes, if we look for justice, and we end up having to put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, and invest a lot of emotions in it, you've got to ask yourself, no matter how much you put in, ask yourself, is the amount of justice that you're going to receive congruent with the amount of effort, time, and in his case, even money, yeah, and emotions and everything else. Yeah, is it congruent? How much you put in versus how much you're getting? Because in the end, he has to go for the court case, full court case. It's no longer just a warning. It's a full court case, and he has to hire a lawyer and everything. Yeah. So when I met him the second or third time, I asked him, I said, how much do you earn a day? And he said, about $80 to $100. Yeah. And I'm like, and how much are you going to spend out of that $80 and $100 on your court case? And you know what he told me? He said, I'll spend everything if I have to. I want justice. Yeah. At that point, I really don't know what is just anymore. Yeah. I really don't know what is just anymore. Yeah, because he's digging a deeper and deeper hole. Yeah, deeper and deeper hole. Yeah. So if you ask me, this is the simple rule of thumb. Always ask yourself, yes, justice is good, and we should uphold justice where we can. But sometimes it's important to ask yourself how much more effort and time and emotions are you putting in, and then how much justice you get back in the end. Yeah. Oh. Beyond that, non-hatred, non-ill will. What other reasons? Why should we not live our life with hatred and ill will? Yeah. For the very simple fact that if we really observe ourselves and examine ourselves, yeah, when there's anger in us or ill will in us, does the person that we are angry with know it? Do they know it? Sometimes. How do they know it? How do they know it?
We saw the guy.
Huh?
Yeah, like we saw the guy.
Yeah. So like let's say the guy is now at home. Does the guy know that you are not happy with that person? Bui song means not happy. Okay, bui song is Hokkien. Yeah. Bui means no. Song means, okay, song is too complicated. Yeah. So how does when we are angry with someone, how does that person know? How? Huh? Yeah, yeah. Unless you show them. How do you show your anger? Huh? How do you show the anger? Come on. Action. Like how? How? Show me your angry face. Show. Is that an angry face? Come on. Let me see some angry face. So I want you all to think about it. If the person got us angry, right? So maybe the person purposely get us angry. Maybe the person unintentionally got us angry. Okay? Unintentionally did something that caused us to be angry. Okay? So if the person unintentionally do something, then is it, do we need to be angry? If the person did it accidentally, unintentionally, then do we need to be angry? Huh? Depends on the consequences. So, okay. Then how about if the person did it purposely? Why would someone do something purposely to get us angry? Because they want us to be angry, isn't it? Yes? And so when they did that intentionally to get us angry, and then we choose to be angry. Do you see the... We can also not be angry, right? Yeah. So, think about it. I want you all to just take a step back and think about it, okay? If a person A did something unintentionally versus being intentional. If it's intentional, then they want us to be upset, right? Should we then be upset? If someone do something intentionally to provoke us, and then we get provoked, and we become angry, what does it mean? It means that we're fulfilling their wishes. They want us to be angry, and we become angry. Who is controlling who? Who is in control? Huh? They are in control, isn't it? A is in control. Yeah? So if they are intentional and we become angry, then we are under A's control. Now then, if you consider if A did something unintentionally, that means A didn't wish for us to be happy or sad. Okay? Didn't wish for us to be angry or not angry. But we choose to become angry. Then what is happening? We are losing control. Either way, we lose control. Yeah. So let's say we look at the first case. Someone did something unintentional. We express our anger. Yeah. Let's say Jack. And then Jack, let's say Sifu did something. Yeah. And then you show me your angry face. Huh? Huh? And then I'm like, Jack, is your eyes okay? Are your eyes okay? Are you alright? Is it jet lag? And then what do you say?
Then I think I'll get more angry. Because I expect it to be angry.
So when we are angry and we show our displeasure and anger, do we hope to make that person angry? Do we hope to? We do, right? Yeah? We like to share our dog poo, you know?
Dog poo.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, but I'm not angry. So I ask you, is everything okay? Are your eyes okay? Let's not jump to Sifu win yet. Yeah. Then what happened? Do we ever tell people, I'm angry with you? How many of you have ever sit down with a person to tell them, I'm upset with you? Okay? And how many of you have, instead of doing that, choose to be angry with someone, but never tell that person? Okay, I think it's all even. Yeah, we have both sides. Now, when we tell people that we are angry with them, what happened? They will ask you why you are angry, right? Sometimes, yeah. Then what happened? We explain. And then, what if it's unintentional? Yeah, like let's say, I made you angry, or I made any of you angry, and then you tell me that you're angry with me. I'm like, why? What happened? And you tell me the whole thing. And then I say, oh dear, I didn't know. It was unintentional. I'm so sorry. It's not intentional. Then what happened? Huh? That you will tell me not to, what?
Then you would make sure to not do it again?
So you will remind me to be careful, not to do it again. Okay? I was like, okay, yes, of course. Then do you stop being angry?
Yes.
and that will settle it?
If you understand that you shouldn't have done what you did and you feel bad about it and you say that you won't do it again, then I'm not angry.
So if, then you will choose not to be angry.
Yes.
Wow. So this is what we can call living our life under the control of others. So anytime I want you to be angry, I can just tell you, no, bite me. Then what are you going to do?
Really bite.
Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah? Yeah, and it's not just you, you know. All of us have ever come to this point where we think or say to another person, yeah, I will forgive you or I will stop being angry if this happened, if it's like this, if. And all these if are conditions that we have decided, yeah, to put in front of us to stop us from being happy. To say, only if this happened and that happened and that happened, then I will stop being angry. But what does anger do? Does it do anything? Does it help anybody? Does it solve anything? Yeah. Think about it. Huh? Yeah. We will come back again to revisit this. Yeah. But I hope this gets us to start to think. Yeah. This is the second of the Noble Eightfold Path. If we look at the classical teachings, this is not so much a tenet. Yeah, this is not an instruction to say you must live your life without hatred. No, but rather this is a natural conclusion, yeah, that arises from right view. That if you see clearly that our actions have consequences, their actions have consequences, and most importantly, how our actions directly affect ourselves and others. Yeah. That if we choose to hold on to hatred, ill will, yeah, and greed and so on, yeah, it directly affects us. And so instead of thinking of it as, oh, this is what I must do, yeah, so let's examine, and go back and think about it. Yeah. Think about this. If someone did something, whether it's unintentional or intentional, and we clarify, and we tell them, and they tell us, oh, it was unintentional. Do we then magically say, oh, I'm okay? Yeah. What if someone did something and after that you never managed to find that person? Do we then continue to be angry because we never get to talk to that person? How many days do we want to continue to be angry before we say, okay, you know what, I'm going to KIV this? But does KIV means holding a grudge? Yeah, I KIV this, and then one day I'm going to take it out and review. And then continue to be angry. Yeah. Okay? Next week we are having the 3-day retreat. So there'll be no SGC. Those who would like to join in for the retreat, please look for the volunteers and then find out more information. I think you can look for Chris and Sixuan. Chris and Sixuan, yeah, the two of them. And they'll give you information. All right? Okay, very good. So, till the next time. The next SGC will be 2 weeks later. How long more are you all here in Singapore? 1 month. Oh, long time. No, not so long. Huh? Oh, yes. The next SGC will be a lunch gathering. Come and join us. Yeah. Which date is it? 10th of December. Yeah. So You can join us on 10th of December, same place. It's at 11:30 a.m. Yeah, come and join us for lunch, then we continue with the same format SGC. Next week, there's no SGC here. We'll be over at the Labrador Park. If you all like to have information, let me know. I will text you the information. Okay? All right. Come, let's put our palms together. 愿消三障诸烦恼，愿得智慧真明了，普愿罪障悉消除，世世常行菩萨道。阿弥陀佛，起立。